Good evening, anybody out there who watches this in the future. But yeah, it's about the 5th time I've tried to get on. It's not having it, so I had to put Streamyard back on. I don't really like using Streamyard, but so pint of Woodford straight from the barrel, or Admiral's Reserve, without the Goldings hops. But you know, good evening. How are you? And been trying for the last half an hour trying to get on for another test. Different phone, won't bloody work on that phone. And trying to get on YouTube, and it keeps throwing me off, saying I ain't got the right thing with your phone. It wants you to go that way instead of normal that way. Fuck knows why. And yeah, it's just pissing me off. Stupid bloody settings. Anyway, good evening, and welcome to a Wraggys live test. Just to see if the picture works, 2, the sound works, which is always good. Good. I don't know what's gone on with Streamyard. It's a little screen as it is, and bloody hell, they've put loads of boxes over it. So if you've never used Streamyard, you'll probably think, "Hang on, what are you on about me?" But for those who haven't, you know, who watch this in the future, fucking hell, you can only see. You used to be able to see more than one comment. You can only see one comment, and that's it. So that's all good fun. Anyway, on with the beer. Hey. Oh dear, you need a beer watching football these days. Fucking Forest. Hey. We get rid of a good manager. We put somebody from Tottenham who nearly got relegated last year. Can't fathom that one out at all. Strange world. And how long can Man U, as Man U fans, how long they can keep that manager and still hold faith is beyond me. You can't even see the comments properly. Fuck's sakes. Get rid of that fucking screen. I can't see the old comment fucking thing. And I'm a something fan, but I can't. Dale-side old Lego, bless you. It's a good beer, that is, to be fair. Good evening, Alan. How are you? Yeah, so I do apologise. I put StreamYard on instead of YouTube Live, and there's some fucking dollar sign in the way, and I can only see one comment, which is a wind up, and yeah. So can I click that? Hold on a minute. Oh fuck me. oh no. Yeah, I did then. I nearly lost the comments then, so God knows what's gone off there. Why did he have to mess about with stuff? What I'll have to do is bring my old laptop down, and this is the reason for doing the test. One, to make sure that the phone, because this is my video phone, is connecting to the other phone, so it doesn't keep dropping the connection. That was always my issue down the shed. And but winter's coming. I work less in the winter in the evening, which is good, and less money, but more at home. And and more beer. Hey, what's the world coming to? You can't beat a beer in the evening. After a long day, another 11 hours of work today, and yeah, good long day. And it chucked it down in rain at one stage, but always good fun. I did see something about live again. Fucking hell, I've got to be watching the comments more often. Winter darker beers, Christmas beers. I've got this, which is Woodford's Admiral's Reserve, tasting well, despite the fact that I put the Goldings hops in the bloody evil dog. So kind of royally knackered up there. But I've got the barley wine upstairs brewing as well, so really looking forward to that. What that was. Hopefully it's nobody at the front door, or somebody bollocking it for being on the internet. That's these things happen. But yesterday I've ordered the Mangrove Jacks Black Forest Gatto Stout, and apparently that's already on its way. It's already been shipped, so they don't mess about. And hoping to get that on as well. Bump it up a little bit, get it to about 6.5%. And you know, what I want is about 4 or 5 different beers for Christmas, and a steady rolling stock of Good Evening Luke. I like strong beers. Yeah, my diabetes probably won't, but they can't win them all. You know, I'm not here to be an angel all my life, and I've done every test going. I even had to do a bloody bowel cancer thing. I think they send it out, you know, because you've got this diabetes thing. They send you out, and there's this thing, and you have to stick it into your poo. And yeah, it's fucking disgusting. You know, it makes you really feel sorry for what women have to go through with all the stuff they have to go through. And yeah, let's just hope it doesn't come back with anything. Did you see? Yes, I did. Yeah, I think I did like it, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really see it from Lidl or Aldi these days. I need to keep my eye out, really. I've got the spare pennies. Might get them because they'll come in handy for doing lives. You know, I'm looking. I mean, this is just a test tonight, just to see how it goes. And I have no idea what's going off with the orientation of the phone. I switched it the other day, and it went on, and it was fine. And then today I tried to do it 4 times. It bounced me off. And hopefully nobody caught the swear words that were coming out, because if you would have done, you know, like, fucking phone. Pardon my French. But yeah, Oktoberfest beers, they were good last year. Hopefully they'll keep them at the same price. I need to keep my eye out for the Belgian box set as well. Because obviously that Belgian box set, you know, 2 or 3 of them on a live, no more than 2 or 3, Jesus. But 2 or 3 of them would make a good live. Probably a steam in there as well. Not seen you using your pinter. No, it's in the bin. Got binned. Try to use it. I was going to use it for good evening, Mr. Mersey Bears. Adam. It's been a long time, mate. Yeah, the Mersey, I think they're £5 cheaper with the Lidl Plus thing. Oh, I have to keep my eye out on that then. I can only see one fucking comment. Streamyard. Jesus Christ. I've obviously done something wrong with these settings. I've got a flipping $sign on it. God knows what the $sign's for. I don't click buttons, because if I click buttons, I'm bound to knock it off. So, anyway, Woodford's Admirals Reserve. But £5 off with Lidl Plus. Ooh, that could be interesting. Do you know, I've not been to Lidl in months. I've not been to Aldi. Well, I've been to Aldi, sorry. Walked in, looked at the beers, but what a load of crap. And walked back out again. Waitrose is the one I want to go to. I'm tempted to go this Saturday, try and wangle it so we get to a Waitrose. The only problem is Waitrose is next to my workplace. Well, about 3 miles away from my workplace in Newark. So it's a trek for me. It's 35 minutes from my house. So, yeah, that'll be a fun drive. But if I say I'm the one who's driving, and we'll go to a couple of pubs, and yeah, I can get away with 2 pints, and then still get to Waitrose and get the Colonel beers that are in Waitrose. What's this? Something now bottled. Let's see if I can scroll this back down. Oh, I can. I have barley wine that is now bottled and had it in oak barrels. Oh, bless you. And had been aged for 8 months. And then for 8 months before it is bottled, 16%. Oh, what's that? StreamYard for miles is crap now. Do you have a tablet? No, mate. Advent calendar this year. Oh, with gin. Shit. That's oh. After looking at Advent calendars, I looked at Brewdog and I thought, my God, what was it? 65 quid, and it's absolutely shite. Thornbridge Their advent calendar is interesting. Fuller's, to be fair, the Fuller's advent calendar is interesting. But the problem is, most of the Fuller's ones I've had before, and the good, and I would assume most of the Thornbridge I've had before. Not that you can get the Burton, the Burton Ale, the Colonel Brewery Cola. You can't get it for love of money. Every time it bloody comes out, it sells out like that because it's 7% and the Union as well, the original Union beer, absolutely stunning beer. They both sell out so quick, and they need to re-release them on cask. There's a real demand for both them beers. Obviously, like most places, Thornbridge have their own things, but other than them two, you've got Sirencraft, I suppose. Lots of specials with the Thornbridge. Have you had a look and seen what have they posted? What is actually in it, or because the specials sound interesting? I know the Thornbridge one's about 77 quid. So whether I'm going to spend that much money on anything going forward, I mean, to be honest, I'm so, when you go out to the pubs these days, so bored of pale ales. And we've been having tapped. Oh, hey, I'm back on now. Did anybody hear the swearing? Back online. Yeah, fuck off. That's getting a batch of Wraggys Gold, and it would be. I'd like that myself. I don't think it's funny, a lot of these breweries these days don't seem bothered. I suppose, in COVID times when they weren't doing so, all breweries were struggling. So anything from anybody who does. No, you did lose me. Yeah, I was swearing like a twat. So probably a good thing it didn't show that bit. Yeah. There's quite a bit of swearing. But yeah, as with breweries, it seems now, unless your name's Real Ale Craft Beer, and maybe well-known YouTubers that have gone viral, they're not really a lot. Even my locals aren't interested these days. So it is what it is. I doubt any collabs will come. And some ways, in that side of things, it's like fucking. You do so much for local breweries, and they soon wash you away. But I get it. They like in retail, they go on to the next thing. This is what it is, really. Oak barrel with gin. Oof. And with 16% as well. Bloody hell. Proper job in the bottle is a dog's bottle. Yeah, it is. Good evening, Edward. Yeah, proper job. Proper job's the 5% of it. It's big job that's the bigger one. Yeah, because I did proper job, a full grain clone of it, and my full grain, 6 hours pissing about doing a full grain. I think I'd rather just bloody Craft Beer's making a fool of himself again. He's an entertaining personality, but knows a little about beer. Do you know, I've got to be royally honest. I've took no notice of anything to do with the beer review world. I've not watched anybody's reviews in a hell of a long time. The only time I've ever caught anything recently was Hobson's. There was a beer thing he did a while back. I think it was 2 Polly's beers, and that was interesting for me. Recently got into the Adnams Double Ghost. I like Adnams. I like the brewery, to be honest. Next year we're going back to Norfolk, and I'm definitely getting over there. Sent you the Thornbridge contents. Cheers, mate. I'll have a look at that later. I can't look at it because my phone's over there, and so I can't see with this phone. I will set it up. So obviously this is just a test, really. but I will set it up so I've got my laptop here again set up. So I don't even use the laptop anyway. It's funny, I at one stage, computers and laptops, you're always using them. These days, too flipping busy. Although the wife's getting on my tits watching Emmerdale and Coronation Street, and I'm there watching it and I'm dying. But I'm watching it because obviously, you know, you're downstairs and you're with the wife and all that. So I'm going to start setting up my game console, game laptop in the front room, or I'll come down the shed for 30, 40 minutes and do a live. Much easier. I mean, these days my beer reviews are short because it's either cold or I'm tired, one or two. Or I'm just trying to rattle a beer down me. Yeah, there's always a reason. I'm literally 4 weeks away from going to a 10 or 11 day trip. So we're going to Daya tap room in Cheltenham. Looking forward to that. Never been, obviously. So we're stopping overnight in Cheltenham in a hotel. Taking the dog, taking the young lad. There's 8 of us going, so it should be a good laugh. And then from there, we're driving down to St. Ives. And yeah, I don't buy any new games, Luke. I'll get back to the comments in a second. Yeah, then we're going down to we're stopping in St. Ives in the chalet. So, but if St. Ives have got a tap room, fucking wind's blowing the greenhouse. If St. Ives have got a tap room, we're going to go in the tap room, but we're going to go to Verdant while we're down there as well. Oh, wait, oh God, now what I've done. I've got to be honest. These fucking chat overload is not available in the free plan. Oh, fuck off. Yes, comments are on. Oh, me fire. All of a sudden the screen's gone even smaller. Oh, fucking hell. I used to, you really can't see. Yeah, games have got ridiculously expensive. I've got a little party screen here, and the comments, I can see one comment at a time. What the fuck are they doing? Used to brew on a grain father. I like to use all grain. I do, but it just takes ages. I just can't stand. I can't stand the messing about. Laptop is easy, even if you can have the camera. You can have the camera from the phone. Ooh, that's interesting. If I can use the camera on the phone, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I seem to have caught up with the comments. I ain't got a clue. What's this? Oh, hold on a minute. Loads of good something places in Cheltenham. The Nam. Well, I'll have to read these comments later, you know. Right, what does that do? So, oh, fuck off. I don't want banners. What does that do? Oh, no, I don't want that. No, oh. I'll take a photo of this one day, and you'll look and you'll think, how the fuck do you see on that? It's killing my eyes now. And I've only had a sip out of the beer because it's really hurt my eyes looking at them comments. Now I understand why Opzine said the other day about Streamyard. I got YouTube working fine the other day, but then it's having a funky about the rotation on your phone. And you know, I tried 2 different phones to get the rotation. And I think YouTube's better than StreamYard, to be honest. I suppose unless you're paying for StreamYard. If you're paying, it's better. Here we go. Over your right shoulder. What's that? What are the blue label bottles in the beer wall of your right shoulder? They're the Wraggys Golden Ales. So the beer that I brewed with Lincoln Green. That bit, my head shines off the camera. Off the camera. I do apologise. When they bought it out, I said that's a shiny thing. Whoops. And obviously, that's the award-winning Ragnify. It's a shame that I never got to drink it on cask anywhere but the tap room. It was out and about, but there wasn't as much of it out as I thought there'd be. So I reckon he probably mixed it. You know, it didn't do a full batch of it. It mixed and used it for something else. Here we go. Amazing to think. A few years ago, feels like summer. I know these years. It's like again, autumn's here. Where the hell did summer go? And yet in summer, it was so fucking hot. Trying to keep everything alive, you know, as a gardener. And now we're in autumn. It's like, oh, where's summer gone? And then you look at COVID and you think 5 years. And what a crazy world we're in. 5 years. You look at the people in charge of the world and in charge of the UK, and it's like we've gone from one idiot to another. I mean, the world's just full of idiots. Oh, dear. And everything's so high priced. Is it because of Brexit? Is it because of obviously Putin's war? Or Trump's tariffs? I read an article yesterday that says I think it might be a year, or it might even be a month. Can't see it being a month. But in the last year, 1,000 millionaires have left the UK. That is frightening. I mean, half of them don't pay tax here anyway. They reckon they do, but do they? Do they really? But it just goes to show you. Oh my God, here we go. I really can't see the. Yeah, food's ridiculous, isn't it? We seem to be warmongering, don't we? They seem to be all boxing for another war. COVID didn't kill enough people, so they want to send people into a war to kill people. I know people who pay the minimum amount, and these are people on a wage that's not that massive, but they pay, you know, next to no tax. You know, there's a good fiddle of it. And then you get directors who pay themselves up. Is it a premium or a monthly dividend, shall we say? And again, you know, there's the tax that they're paying is probably the same tax that I'm paying, or probably less. You know, it's all a good con. And, all done by the Conservatives, and Labour just haven't sorted it out. Although, could Labour sort anything out? I very much doubt it. The way we're going, and I do wonder with the beer world, price of beer is going up and up and up. But because the price of beer is going up, you know, the tax on beer, because you're paying more to get your beer, the tax doesn't, they're not losing on the tax, but the bloody pubs are losing because obviously. Good evening, Wayne. That stood on the coast at Red Brewers. Hey, let's get some beer. I need to get myself back up to that end of the world at some stage, God knows when. Because, I mean, like this next month, we're going down Cornwall. March, we're going to Norfolk. June, we're going to Lake District. I caught the back end of that. Some bottle shops taking the piss. Yeah, it does make you wonder. You know, I was in a brewery literally a few weeks ago, and it was their beer festival. And I looked at the price of their cans, and I thought, fucking hell, they've shot up recently. And I was going to do a beer haul, but I thought, nah, I'm not paying them prices. Just not paying them prices. Hence why I've gone back into homebrewing. You know, there's a lot of good kits out there that I've never done. A lot of kits. And it's like, you know, get the odd supermarket release, do a beer review a day, which is probably enough in the grand scheme of things anyway, you know. And then do a lot of homebrew. And one beer review a day, some lives a week, homebrew. Isn't that enough to keep me going? Maybe keep the channel alive for the time, you know, until such a time as you know, well, will it ever get better? Probably not. Probably not. Once prices go up, do they ever go down? And I think knows the answer. And our wages aren't going up to accommodate. Rivington. £7 a pint. £7 a pint. I mean, there's a micro pub. I went to a tap room opening the other week, and there's a micro pub owner there, and they had this 15% imperial, and she was saying that £10 a third, and I'm like, fucking £10 a third? Yeah, I'm gonna laugh. And no way. And this other micro pub got took over. And it's funny because in that micro pub it was £7 a third. And I'm sure it was the same beer. Because this certain brewery, yeah, I know, fucking hell. This certain brewery, £7, yeah, that's right at the top end of anything I'd ever pay. It was barrel aged, it was top class beer, but still £7. Fucking hell. Oops. Oh, I can't even touch the screen now. Can't even. Oh, I can. Just about. Yeah, I think you've got to shop around, don't you? We're buying any beer these days. I mean, I still think that low cost beer is interesting. Although they're under different management now, so I've not bought anything from them for a year or so. But they seem to have come back and they're interesting. But you have to look at what each shop's selling and weigh up the odds, and then weigh up the free delivery as well. It's amazing the difference in prices between shops. I mean, supermarkets king, really, isn't it? When you think about it, but the stuff in supermarkets, you don't get your big impies in supermarkets, and it's usually a lot less interesting stuff that's on sale, which is annoying. I mean, there's no. I can't think of a decent a decent box shop near me. There's one in town, but it's expensive as hell, and yeah, the range isn't that great either. Oh, fucking hell! And I can't see the comments, which is killing me. Low cost beer they ordered 16 beers for my advent calendar. They refunded six turned up. Oh dear, that would put me off massively. That delivery for me, like every day at work. Every day at work, you're putting yourself on. Every day you do a crap day's job, you're putting yourself in that window to be got rid of. Same with shops these days and online shops. A bad experience, you'll never go back. No, Smiling Grape, no. Smiling Grape, the shop's gone. The shop went last year. When the shop went last year, I thought way up. And its range has been getting worse and worse and worse. They're now doing Smiling Grape Adventures. So they're doing beer tours. And beer tours around the world. And he must be making the money off that to fund his lifestyle. And it's not a bad job, is it? Taking a load of people around the world doing beer tours. So I think there's two of them that do it. And they look after the people on the trip. There's bound to be somebody who gets a bit pissy. Normally me. And falls over, gets into hospital. It's the reason I don't go to beer festivals now, because fucking God, I can't be doing with it. But the worry of falling over. But they must be earning good pennies off that, unless he's just gave up on the beer selling. Maybe it's for maybe he's seen what's coming. In any business, you're looking and you think to yourself, this is getting worse and worse. Maybe the cheap beers aren't out there anymore. Profit margins have dropped. I mean, there used to be some fantastic shops that were doing cheap beer, and they've all gone quiet. I mean, there's them places in, is it in Huddersfield? I know there was one that, Huddersfield? Can't remember the name of it for the life of me. And I ain't seen out from that for a long time either. Not that I can remember the name of it, but yeah. I was putting cheap beer on the internet, and yeah, you're not getting much these days. The cheap stuff just does not seem to be out there anymore. Yeah, don't have an online shop. That's the killer, isn't it? And we've got the same. We've got one in Sutton in Ashfield. They do a load of cheap stuff. They were doing that Brewdog advent calendars. They're out of date. Does that matter with beer? You know, apart from some beers, and they were like, was it 18 or 20 quid for a 24 box out of date advent calendar. And yeah, the old lot went. I tried to get hold of some, couldn't get hold of any. Great Escape, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, hey, oh, for God's sakes, now what have I done? Ah, there you go. We're back again. So, Great Escape in Huddersfield and Wakefield. Not show on stage. There we go. So if I click on the comment as it comes on, I can see the whole comment. There we go. Yeah, there's one in Wigan as well, but they don't. Hey, what is the thing with the fucking screen so small? God, I have to start wearing glasses, I am. I've got some glasses here. Get the magnifying glass out and see the screen. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, don't do that. It's the eyes. And no, I'm not drunk. I'll click on that again. There we go. Tea Rights in Harwich are decent. Do have a website, but not up to date. Ooh. Tea Rights. See, this is it, you see. What's that? It's not called Creative, it's similar. It's called Bargain Brands. So it's all about having the right place. It's all about living in the right place, isn't it? You know, near me in Nottingham, there's nothing. And, you know, the old days, literally about 5 years ago, Own Bargains, B&M, they were godsends for beers. You'd go in and it's like, oh, new beers. And nowadays, literally zilch. Every time I go into B&M, I just get offended. That one in Horwich is Rivington's unofficial shop. Is it? Because breweries do get rid, not on their own website, they won't. They won't get rid of beers cheap on their website for obvious reasons. A lot of the time, because they want people to pay the prices. But in other places, it's funny how they'll sell, you know, pallets of beer on that's going out of date or nearly out of date. But they would never put it on the website. I know a brewery near me that does the same, that are selling bottles at £1, and on their website they're £3 each. And yeah, it's amazing how it happens. And I know that because my mate bought a load, and the beer's fine, mind you. Holborn, but yes. Oh, they do Holborns. I remember that. Yeah, they were decent. I got a load of random beers though, because I was picking on the 20 pence, 10 pence ones, and fucking hell. I reckon that Smiling Great seen that as well. And then what he did, and I'm sure he told me at the time, he just ordered a shed load off them. Basically took the whole stock and, you know, bought all the pallets, everything they got. And then when he sold it, You know, it was not 10 and 20 pence a bottle. I mean, that was ridiculous. I can't understand anybody buying the beer and online and selling it that cheap. You'd be selling it for 70 pence, 80 pence a bottle, not 10 and 20, because where's the profit in that? By the time you put it in to ship it, I mean, I got a ridiculous amount of beers off that Old Burns order. And I don't think I got everything I was supposed to get, because I can't remember. You know, I think I lost I never really got the receipt for it, but it was interesting. Yeah, it was good. I mean, to be fair, low cost beer were great back in the day. And I looked the other week, and there was some interesting stuff on there. But again, the £75, I think it was 70 or £75 to break the free delivery. And I'm thinking, do I really want to spend 75 quid at the moment? No, not really. So I'm not looking to put 200 beers on the beer wall anymore. You know, a certain amount of beers. And you know, reviewing the stuff in supermarkets interesting for me, because for the most people, that's what everyone's drinking. I've got stuff on the back wall that are all from random breweries across the country. But literally, you know, unless you live in that area and get the beer, they're not that interesting for the majority of people. They might be if someone's going to that area, of course. But so this is interesting. Streamyard obviously is rubbish. I need to sort the settings out on the phone. I managed to get this YouTube thing working fine the other day with some finagling, and yeah. So I'm looking to do lives on a Sunday. Sunday's the best day, I reckon. About 5 or 6 o'clock on a Sunday. We never go out on a Sunday anyway, unless we've got the grandkids. And coming down the shed at 5 is a great excuse for me to get out of the house for an hour. And yeah, go and drink a beer down the shed, as you do, you know. And drinking beer is better than watching Emmerdale, Coronation Street, and at the moment listening to anything about football. Yeah, because if I click on that, the export advent can is 140. What is all American imports? You see, I suppose with beer, and it all depends with beer on what your pennies you've got, you know, to spend on it. If you've got lots of spare, then you know you can, you know, you'll go around anywhere, won't you? Get beers from anywhere. But if things are tight, and for these days, flipping heck, in this world we're in, everyone I know seems to be working longer hours, and just to get that ability to, you know, to survive, and to have the odd beer, and to go to the pub. Unless, I don't know, you know, when you see some of these rich ass, poor ass, and these lads, there's some lads on the internet the other week, and then all they're doing is going on the internet in stocks and shares, and they're like millionaires. And it's like, I'm in the wrong game. Why the fuck am I? I'm a gardener working my arse off. Where you get two lads doing that, and you know, obviously you got to be good at it. You know, you can lose a lot of money as well, I suppose. But yeah, if you're good at it, I suppose. But yeah, the old beer world, it's going to be very interesting going forward. Be interesting this winter to see where the next range review comes. I think the summer range review, certainly Asda really pulled their underwear up. Their update was way better. Their modern traditional range is still pitiful, but their craft beer range was so much better. What's that? No, mate. Regular people's wages are not keeping up. Everything's going up. You know, the cost of keeping your house warm, and flipping heck. We used to keep our house up to 23 degrees in the winter. Now you're at 20 in your life. Gonna turn that heating off. Not one of these, you feel like Scrooge these days. Everyone's there. Fucking turn that heating off. What's this? Yeah. Good evening, Thomas. How are you? I can just about see the comments. I'm using Streamyard and it's absolutely shite. I wish I could take a photo. I ought to have brought my other phone down the shed and took a photo of how shit the picture is. Because I can only see about 3 words, and you get a bit of it's a bit of guesswork to see how it's going. But as a test, the phone's working. Apart from it went off twice. StreamYard. I need to work out why YouTube won't let me go and use my phone. It wants me to go that way, instead of going that way. And I went on the settings and I clicked what I'm supposed to click, and it won't let me do it. So it is what it is there, I suppose. But it's nice to have a beer, isn't it? Oh, I don't know why I do it. 11 hours at work, and I come home and I've got so much energy, it's ridiculous. Then about 9 o'clock, I'm absolutely shattered and I want to go sleep. But I reckon beer does that for you, calms you down. But yeah, as in range reviews, it'd be interesting this winter where it goes. Obviously, Marston's are not going to bring their beers out. The Christmas beers in supermarkets, for me, they really are missing out on a lot of money. There's a lot of money to be made with Christmas beers and themed beers, for me at least. What's this? It's honestly much better on the laptop. The phone interface is not great. No, it's not a shit. Right, I need to bring my laptop down. And my Chromebook. My Chromebook was bought for the beer reviews. So it may well be better than this, because this is shocking. Really is shocking. I don't own a tablet. Tempted to get a cheap tablet off Temu. If I get one for free off Temu, that'd be great. Doubt it. Yeah, I love Christmas beers. Bar Humbug. Bar Humbug was absolutely fantastic. Now St. Peter's beer at the State Beer Store. Ooh. I love St. Peter's beer. Yeah. Their Christmas ale and winter ale are absolutely stunning. Yeah. Oh, I could drink loads of that. I could buy that by the case and drink loads of it. Bateman's Rosy Nose. Yeah, Bateman's Rosy Nose is lovely. Not so keen on the brewery itself, but the beer is fantastic. Yeah. Although Victory Ale, yeah, and Triple XP are fantastic as well, to be fair. But yeah, I won't say it's about the brewery. Way up. Dale Side Santa's Progress is a fave. Cairngorm Santa's Sledgehammer are my faves. I like beers that are Christmas beers, that are actual Christmas beers. What's this? We'll be in shops this time next month. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, Christmas is coming, isn't it? It's coming at a rate of knots. Usually, back in the old days where I had a bit more pennies instead of it all going on bills, we'd have already be doing the Christmas present thing by now. But we have massively scaled back on Christmas. We're only really buying Christmas now for the people in our own house. So we're not buying it for my daughter anymore. And even for my wife and me, whereas we used to spend like 300 or 400 quid, we're now spending like this year 50 quid. Yeah, fucking daft. Although we're all going out on a Saturday every week, so that's all good. Good evening, Dean. It's been a while, matey. Fuller's Vintage. Oh, I know, Fuller's Vintage. What a beer. Oh, and that is what gets me interested. Let me just make sure this fucking Streamyard. I can't even scroll the comments. Oh, a minute ago, and then the fucking screen shrank in. And it's like one of these things, these things where you click on something and the screen shrinks a little bit more, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Click on it again and the screen shrinks. This is what my phone's doing. And the screen for your video is so small that I can see that I've been on 45 minutes and that's all I can see. Oh, dear. Hey, I wonder if they do it to make you feel drunk, because I've had less than a pint and I'm looking at the screen. I can hardly see the screen. It's absolutely joke. Oh, dear. Hey, definitely using YouTube next time. Once I can work out how to use, once I can get it working again, I'll have to keep sitting trying to go on live. Oh, there's only so many times you can do it though before you start losing your temper and chucking your phone. And oh dear, hey. And I wonder why I stopped doing lives. Because I just got so pissed off with it. And this is shockingly bad. My next live test will be with my laptop and see how that goes. See if it's better. See if it's got to hold the connection. It's got to be the visuals has got to be good. The sound's got to be good. See you next time. Cheers, matey. Show on stage. Oh no, what have we done there? There you go. It's on stage now. Oh, I can see it. Yeah, I can just see some writing there. Oh, it's a joke, isn't it? I'm gonna stop wearing glasses just to see the screen. Got sunglasses out. No, but they take the glare of the lights away. So that's it's hilarious, isn't it? Oh, hello everyone. Good afternoon and good evening to Wraggys Beer Reviews. I don't often come on these live things, and with Streamyard, it's very difficult because one, you can't see the screen, and unless you've ever used Streamyard, you'll be thinking, what the hell's he on about? I can see clearly well. Well, I can't, because the screen's like that. And the comment is just one comment. And the only problem is, someone could be commenting now, and I won't know if there's a new comment or not. So, oh dear. And, but I am enjoying a nice Woodford's Admiral's Reserve, brewed by myself. It's looking good, to be fair. It's certainly tasting well. It's not got a slight fruitiness that you'd expect with the Goldings hops, because funnily enough, and I must have been slightly abbreviated, I put the Goldings hops in the wrong beer. So I put the Goldings hops into the Evil Dog. So the Evil Dog's got about 3 different hops in, and that is tasting absolutely amazing. Too amazing. It's 10.5% and it's too amazing. Yes. One must always try, and I do mean try, not to drink too much. But these things happen. As it is, not even had a pint. But it's been interesting. It's been an interesting live test. Second live test. Third live test, I think it'll have to be my laptop. I think it'll have to be the laptop. And I need to find it. I've not seen the laptop in months. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if the laptop's still working. I can get it working. And but I don't know what's gone off now. Someone could be commenting and I won't even know. Oh, hello. Oi, oi. Who's the oi, oi? Good evening, Mr. Craig. Mr. Kent Beer Reviews. How are you? Oh, mate, this StreamYard's shocking. And can I scroll down the comments? Way up. There's something here. Something made soon. What's that? Any prune juice wine to be made soon? I need to have a go, just for the laugh. I need to do it. Sunglasses make you look 21 again. Fucking hell. I ought to wear them all the time. See, there's comments here now. I can see comments. Hey, what's this? Oh, pleasure. Oh, well, I've seen that one. All right, let me scroll back up again then. There we go. Oh, dear. Bloody hell. When you haven't used StreamYard for ages, it's shocking. Email about the... Good evening, Mark. And a big thank you for the beers, mind you. The Scottish beers have been amazing. I'll catch up with my emails in a bit, to be honest. Been at work today, and then I went 2 hours next door and done more work. So it's been a long day. Then I came down the shed to do a live, and I thought a test, and I thought let's just do it. But a big thank you. Right, try and knock that off. There we go. Do I need to scroll up? It is shocking. It really is. But it's nice to see everyone in the wheel. I miss doing the lives, and I really, really got out the habit, and anxiety, took the better of me again, and the mental health shit, the grand scheme of things. And it's funny, I was watching Benidorm the other day, and Uri Geller was there. It was a random episode, and Uri Geller was talking to this bloke. The bloke's name was Billy for some strange reason. Season 9. And obviously this bloke's going through mental health issues, and he turned around to me and said, positive thinking. And it's actually right, as daft as it sounds. And so, and I've been, for a while, I've been thinking about doing the live beers, and maybe not doing live beer reviews, but certainly just live chats, just talking rubbish. I mean, technically, that was all my beer reviews were really, but talking rubbish and brewing the beer again and getting back into what made beer reviews fun. Drinking interesting beers, good beers, not just drinking every beer under the sun, and brewing good beers and just having a laugh. And sometimes you need that, don't you? Just a bloody laugh. Although I probably need to come off the phone before the wife comes home before I get bollocking. But that's always planning on drinking this weekend. I'm hoping to go over to Newark this weekend. But on the channel, if I do a Sunday live, I may get free from Lidl or free from Aldi. Whether I get the Oktoberfest beers all depends on the locals. Some have them, some don't. It's so random. Nottingham, we seem to get them weeks after everybody else. Yeah. Probably because it's in the middle of the country, they think, oh, sorry, we ran out. Yeah, you sod off Nottingham. And I mean, Carlisle always get the beers first, but that was always the thing with all my beer reviews. I always seem to get the beers before everybody else, much as to the annoyance of Mr. Real Ale Craft Beer, because Bowman would get them and review them, and Real Ale they got them halfway afterwards, and that was always funny. And I don't know if that still goes on. I haven't been watching the beer review scene for so long, but it was a thing back in the day, years ago, COVID years, I suppose. But I do want to maybe look at the best lagers in Lidl. There's not many to choose from, so it won't be hard. Same with Aldi. There's not many to choose from, is there? So again, it won't be an hard thing to do. At least with Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Asda, Morrison's, it's a little bit more challenging. And same with the beers and ciders. Yeah. But right, I better knock off and get back in the house and do some work. But it's been great getting chatting to everybody, doing a live, and learning that StreamYard really is a bag of crap. Next time, I'll use my laptop and see how that works, see if it's any better. Certainly got to watch. It's the microphone on the laptop, I think. I think it was all the additional noise. Keeping the shed door shut also helps. But anyway, thank you for watching and joining in. Oh, yeah, I can see where the end button is. Cheers, everyone. If it works.